Hey everyone. So the third strategy that I'm going to be talking about is an app or a website called Duolingo, and it helps people to learn or to learn some of a second language, mostly the vocabulary and pronunciation though. It's got a lot of options for different languages. The one I've been using for research though is Italian, and so it will start at just a very basic level and then work up. And at this, like, you always have an option for a couple of different modules with different activities to do. And like, say, one will be food, one will be transport, something like that. And I think it's a really good option for homework that a teacher can set, because students can have it on an iPad or anything with an Android, or even if they don't want an app, you can just do it straight on the website and log in to your profile, and it will be up to where you're up to. A really good way of doing it, I think, is, say, if you're studying animals next week, set animals this week to do it on Duolingo, and then once you're up to it, then the students will all have a basic knowledge, at least, of vocabulary for that subject area. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't always line up with the curriculum spot on like that. Say if you're up to transport and you have the only thing on there that the students can study is food, it doesn't always line up that well. And it's not the only problem that this app can have. Some other issues are basically it's only vocabulary and pronunciation that it will teach. If a student does something wrong, it will tell them the correct answer, but it won't really say what they did wrong. So it needs a teacher who can actually understand what they did wrong, where they need to improve to actually teach a language properly. Otherwise, they're only ever going to learn pronunciation and vocabulary. It does put them into fully structured sentences, but it doesn't teach the students how to structure sentences. That's something that the teacher is going to need to go through with the students. And yeah, it won't understand where a student's up to, what they're doing wrong, and it can't comprehend mistakes that the student really makes. So it's just useful so that when it does come time to class, there are less interruptions for students having to look things up in the dictionary or ask what this word is or how to pronounce it. It will just make class flow a little better once you actually get up to it. Plus, it's a fun app, so it'll get students actually a little bit more interested in it. Another benefit that I really like is, say, at the start it'll have this food or animals I talked about, and then the next level will have other things. But then later, once they get to a high level, it'll have, say, food again, so the students can refresh it in their mind. But not only that, it'll be a bit more advanced, so they get a better knowledge of it as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks.